I had it up here.
Yeah.
Telling you, son. I mean, you need to get your head in the books. They probably could. They probably could.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now
You ate the
here's
cold
in
drop?
all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the LA Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a throw here to his running back. And Eckler's going to pick up the Chargers' first down as he'll get this on past the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Side complete. That's Palmer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Eckler out of the backfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they round into him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Now inside the 25. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on.
What you doing out there, my man?
Probably say we should have done better there.
And he won't return this
You
one.
doing
He'll go
yourself?
down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They started on the ground with Eckler spinning away. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand for this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets it?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 5.
Check, contact, check, hurry, hurry.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that is incomplete.
That certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outside man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This now a 3rd and 4. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the Chargers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Musgrave's got it out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus at halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And at 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone. The field judge, it's ruled incomplete.
We know that the receivers go through those feet down inbounds. A lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going.
Go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and on play action, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
You ain't going nowhere.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken at the 46. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Here's Herbert. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and 12.
5-9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice. The frustration evident there, because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at about the 14. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Herbert.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here comes 2nd down. That's out wide for Palmer.
This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. He's got Eckler.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Short gain the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Herbert.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Los Angeles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.